Hello and welcome one and all. Great to have you on board for our continued coverage of these group stages, and it is safe to say that we're now entering the race for the finish line. It becomes about guaranteeing a place in the knockout stage, and indeed for some, at the top end of the group, finding out who will finish in pole position and who their potential opponents may be. You do sense inevitably a much greater sense of urgency from those both on the pitch and in the stands, because the margins are becoming tight. Celtic Park doing what Celtic Park does. These Celtic fans really are out on their own. How are you reading this formation, Jim Beglin?
Well, if you want to secure a clean sheet, Peter, this is a very good way of going about it. It adds discipline and lends a stubbornness to that midfield, which can stifle opposition attempts to play through, and it takes a lot of pressure off your defence, of course. Forces longer passes through the aerial route. So, all things considered, that extra layer across midfield is highly, highly effective.
So off we go then. Kenny. Jovic. Oh, no question, that's a foul. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Tries to get it clear. Celtic get it back again. Tries lifting it over. Hakimi goes looking. Lukaku conjuring up some magic on the right-hand side. Gets away from his opponents. Lukaku. Well played, he saw that coming. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Into the channel. Hakimi is onto it and can take it up.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Rogic with a long pass. Stefan de Vrij.
Well, both sides have actually looked poor going forward. We've hardly seen anything meaningful yet.
Back into the middle. Brozovic. Schüller. Eriksson. Brozovic. Played out to the right. Schüller. Griffiths. Griffiths. Kenny. Griffiths has a lot to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. It's wrestled off the ball, and he has been fouled there, and that's going to be a booking. Shoots!
Kenny quickly realised that he could have a pop, not his best.
Hakimi. Looking to force his way through. Chance to break. Griffiths! It's off target and by quite a way.
Celtic just served up a reminder of how good they can be on the break. Their method is clear.
Brozovic. Eriksson. Forward it goes. It's Lukaku! Oh, just wide.
Lukaku nearly produced a moment of magic. He knew the strike was pure.
Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. I tell you what is going to break the deadlock. Now would be a good time. Well, that had to be more accurate. Brozovic. Skriniar. Hakimi. Kenny tries to get it forward quickly. Eriksson. Brozovic hoists it forward. Lukaku has a hit! There it is!
And always such a great time to score. A brilliant boost before you head in for half-time, and you can guarantee that dressing room will be buzzing now.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Deadlock broke. And the first half is done. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
I'm sure they'll be very happy with the first half performance and the scoreline. They'll definitely want to maintain their momentum now and finish the job.
Leading 1-0 at the break. If you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Just brushed off the ball there. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Plays it out to the wing. Martinez. And that's been levered clear. Lovely feet. Turns and goes back. Martinez! And he's there to make a great save.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Eriksson goes short. Eriksson's delivery. And it's hoisted clear. And it's Eriksson. Has a hit! And he just whacks it away. Well, no doubt someone is being given special treatment here.
Well, he's obviously been identified as a menace and they're dealing with him accordingly. I think we can expect more of the same.
Attempts to play it through. Whipped in. Griffiths. Griffiths hopes to play it back. Cut out in the nick of time.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Spot on, Peter.
Eriksson. But it it is coming up to that point in the game where this defence is going to have to stay sharp in order to avoid the well-documented lapses that have befallen them in recent weeks. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Ericsson. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. He's put it on the right now. What's on? Yeah, he's fouled him there. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. There's going to be another change here.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
It's a clearance, but not much of one.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Griffiths. And they win it back again.
Celtic are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they can still have a say.
He's made sure that that won't get through.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
It's it into the middle.
They didn't manage to get nearly enough into the box, and that speaks of little ambition.
And it's played forward. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
Time is ticking away, and they're playing as if they're defending a lead. They've got to get it up the pitch.
Celtic need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
And they've been shot at goal! And yes, it's there! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
His second of the game, and an eye now for the hat-trick. Two up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Yeah, looks very much like the final nail in the coffin for me, I have to say.
Goes for the cross. And that's it. A decent win via a very competent performance. Without doubt, they were the better side, and the result reflects as much. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Yeah, and a result that was true to form. A big team beating a not-so-big team, and a lesson dealt.